Hello, everybody. Oh, man, let's see how bad my delay is today. Last time, man, it was like almost 6 hours delay as to what I say something versus what I see it. It does seem to be a little bit faster this time. I do want to come right out and tell you guys that the EF2 Exo Fest 2 at Callahan, Florida has been canceled. I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Canceled due to scheduling and scheduling conflicts is pretty much the end of that one. So the next EF2 will be January 17th, 18th, 19th, and that's going to be down at DFD around Dade, Florida, or close to Tampa. So that's where that one's going to be at, and I've been talking to the guys that own that place. We're going to have oval, off-road racing, and crawling. And we're going to finish up with a big old long jump. So it's going to be a fun time down there for sure. Colts RC, Paul King, Clayton. Yep, 2 minutes early. Marcus, Nitro Pimp. My hair's down. Oh, it does look like it's down. That's pretty nice. All right. So, what's up, buddy? So, Rob Connett. Yes, sir. I do have this public. There we go. Okay. Will the Exoplex be open November 2nd? Yes, sir. Might as well be. Michelangelo, what's up? This is actually not the RTR body, but this is the RTR truck. And I did give this a good drive at Cherokee. This is the Warlord body by J Concepts. The body will be by J Concepts, but not this one. Man, it's a sleek new body, man. You guys keep your eyes peeled. But the chassis did great. Everything drove fine. 1 out of 4 shocks leaked, so I'm going to try to get that taken care of. I sent off for the rails today. Tonight, I'm going to spend a small fortune on ordering the Mias axles for this thing. And let me ask you guys a question while I got you guys on here. Like the way it sits with, the Fusion 1800s came in. Yeah, I got like a big box of them things. So those are in. What if I offered this a couple ways here? Like, what if I offered a reef upgrade package? Now, I have to figure out what the costs are because I'll be able to deduct some stuff and have to add that to it. But it would come with a Reese transmission and a Reese servo, quite possibly the 900. So, I mean, it may be because Reese stuff is obviously very expensive as opposed to what I'm getting this stuff for. I mean, it may be 120 over for the premium package. I'm not sure if that's something you guys would want. I know some of you guys would want that, but most of you guys would not. But just to make it as a option, you know. But Nitro Pimp, Dan RC, man, yes sir, you sure did. RCX 8971, go ahead. It always is, always. Ponky Kong, what's up? Enlighten. Yeah, see, I've got the Clayton, like when it comes to it, I mean, obviously I've got to deduct the Mias transmission, deduct the servo that I would have on here, so that comes off, and then it's replaced with the Reef stuff. So just a thought there, because I did speak to Reef quite a bit, and he would like to get in on this project, but I told him, I said, buddy, I'd love to have you in here, but your stuff's expensive. So trying to work him into it at the price point I'm trying to keep this at, it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. So maybe we can do something with it. But as you can tell, this thing is dusty. I mean, I put a really good drive on it. And I drove for probably 45 minutes or so, to be honest with you, with a 853S in the back. That's all I had in it. And it drove almost all the way back. So really happy with that. Ponky Kong, man, he is he's getting hammered for not selling the axle separately. I'm sure he will at some point. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Clayton. A base model and then the upgraded premium package. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So the body, man, we test fit the body at Cherokee, dude. It's bad to the bone, really is. Um, Also, something else coming out that I'm probably going to release a whole nother truck. I hate to say it, I might do like Nitro and rebody this thing, but it'll have at least a few differences to it. But regardless, man, they got even another body coming out, dude. Wow. It it takes care of a lot of issues that we're currently having. Put it that way. Do I have a Carbon X with servo behind the axle? Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to do, especially when you use the pancake motor. I prefer the servo on top. I mean, there's less to hang up on, especially when you're running like a 1400 servo. One thing's a bit of a beast of a servo. So that's kind of why I run it on the top. Wife and I love it. Does it snow up there? Yes, it does snow up there. Kenneth Lopez, what's up, buddy? But yeah, you can put the axle behind, and this right here, you'll be able to put the axle behind it too. It'll come with servo on top though. Do they make something shorter than an 800 LP? Don't know. And honestly, I don't know that you would want that for durability and longevity and just overall power. When you start talking that short, you lose motor. You lose a lot of motor in there, man. Kenneth, this is the prototype of the RTR. Yes, sir, it is. So it will come with the upgrade RC razor wire tires. It will come with the carbon wheels. Oh, what if I make available, I've got these wheels on the website right now. What if I made available a shiny bolt kit for them? I mean, basically just shiny bolts. And it cannot lie. So would you guys be interested in that? I mean, they come with the black bolts, and if you get them in any kind of water, they get the rust in them. So I like the shiny bolts myself. Oh yeah, definitely servo on axle. I'm not building for servo in the chassis. Fish Racing, what's up? Do free shipping tonight. That's right. Let me see here. Let me get on to my discounts. I forgot about that. Let me see. Free ground shipping on orders over $25. I'm gonna turn this one back on. Let me get to this one right here. I'm glad you mentioned that. I forgot all about that. Let me see. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Let me see. September, October, Tuesday. So 21, 7 p.m. to 12 midnight. Free ground shipping on orders over $25 is what I had done previously. So I just turned that one right back on. It is ground shipping as well. And that is to the United States as well. All right. So give that a shot. See if that works for you. All right. Give that a shot. Also, tickets are live. So you can get the tickets. Obviously, there's no shipping required on that. So should be all set there. My first Carbon X chassis finished. Have to get a new body. My paint failed. Oh man, I hate it when the paint fails on them things. Did you use Rust-Oleum? It never works. The whole point. Servo on axle is sort of the whole point of the offset. Well, yeah, getting the servo behind there. Yes, I get that. But also driveline angles as well. The raffle tonight is another Carbon X. Next Tuesday, I want to try to have something a little different. With all the out-of-town scheduling and all that I've got going on, it was just easier to throw a Carbon X on there, you know, and call it good. I want to try to do more stuff, but man, it's just been slammed like crazy. On a black bolt stuff on the crawler. Took the stainless kit out of the equation and used my... You don't like the shiny bolts? That's all I ever order are shiny bolts. I don't ever order the black ones. Because you asked, the number is 1561. 1561. What is 1561? Donkey Kong. Tickets for Carbon X. Yes, sir. Link is in the pinned post right there. Any ideas on pricing on the RTR? I will probably know within the next 2 days because, like I said, I've got a massive order of axles, drive shafts, transmissions, and all of that. I've got to try to get my servo. I'd rather not have to go to Amazon and just order the cheap Animosas. I'd rather you have something nice. But I still got to get that. But I am trying to get this at or below 650 shipped for the first 25. Spastics. Well, yeah, I like shiny bolts. I do not like I don't like the little rust that gets in there. You just need the front. I can probably just order, maybe 2 or 3 separate fronts, maybe. Dixieland servos, I'm going to go with the manufacturer that makes his, and maybe I can put the Exocaged logo on there. So that's what I've got to get in contact with. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I was slacking. And I've been busy. Why no stainless? I send more hardware with Milwaukee 18-foot fuel pack. The magnetic hardware. Okay, well, that's a whole different ball game there, buddy. You put your leaf blower on your Creighton 8S, and it is fantastic. So it blows while it goes. I mean, that could help with aerodynamics, I guess. Some axles and an OD3. I've got an OD3 here. That I've got. Kel, you guys finally made it. Yeah. Why don't we build EDF fan jet cars? Dude, I did that way back in the 1930s when I was a kid. I took a Mabushi, put it on the back of a Tamiya Hornet, I think it was. Hornet or Grasshopper, I forget which one. But I put it and I found the plane prop. I don't know where I got this plane prop, but I got it stuck on the end of the motor, and that thing actually worked. It actually worked. It had the wiper ESC. It actually worked. I'm building from scratch. Okay, 124 scale trophy truck. Okay. Primal might be making a mini Raminator in 8 scale possible. Well, all right. Oh, speaking of scale, do you consider the LMT 10th scale or 8th scale? Kind of wondering about that. Where do you see the LMT at? I kind of think it's 8 scale, to be honest with you, but maybe not. What's going on? Addicted, what's up, buddy? Buy that. I didn't buy the 1.8 Ram, but I got the Porsche Carbon X at Holland Crawl, and it looks awesome. Junior Davis, yes, sir. Did you guys see the Red Cat Vertex? I was loaning that thing out, man. Quite a few people. I said LMT is 1/8. Okay. 1/9. Fish Racing. All right, Fish, cool. Primal in the 8 scale will be the king of monster trucks. Ponky, it depends. Depends if they do it right, man. Because I'm telling you what, the LMT is pretty tough to beat. It is one serious truck, dude. Mm. 1/8 drive line with that. Okay. Let's check on tickets here. Let's see what we got going for tickets. Let's see if we got some tickets going. I don't have a Carbon X up here right now. But let's just see here. Let me see. All right, got that. Oh, let me see. Where am I at here? All right. I'm just digging right now, looking and see what we got going. here. All right, so moving right along. Until I'm shorter 1/8 scale. I grab a TLR and Bog Hog. Haven't run them yet. They're pimped. I've never had their mega truck, but I built one for myself. Okay, you went RC racing last Saturday, yeah. Pacific Ocean Crawl. Yes, sir. I've got that little pack of them. Yes, I still do. Yes. I'm not buying anything on this live. Last week it was like $1,300. I've got some patches. They're the Velcro ones. I mean, you could peel the Velcro off, I guess. So 10-3 beam kit on my base camp chassis, 20 Spectrum, so fun. Direct drive. Yeah, dude, the direct drive actually worked good, but I had to use a I used a TRX4 rear axle because obviously it's like bomb proof, and I needed the gearing with the direct drive on it. Oh, 1,300 investment. Be proud of that. Yeah, you know, Nitro, I'm gonna make some parts for it, but they'll be like protection parts, so we can use the thing without tearing it up. So with there being only 250 of them, you guys think maybe they'll go up in value? I mean, or what? I take it out there and I beat on the thing. It's going to be worth $10 when I get done with it. Okay, 8 shocks to the back of the 6x6. Okay, I believe you. So if you haven't got a ticket yet for the Carbon X, there's a link up below. So Exo Fest 2 is now happening at DFD. I mentioned it right at the start. I want to mention it again. So Exo Fest 2 is at DFD, and it's going to be January 17th, 18th, 19th. As in, you can get in on the, I believe the 17th is the Friday. You'll be able to get into the park or the place at 1 p.m. and we'll get you parked. We'll get you all set up and all that. Might be a little bit of something going on that Friday night. Saturday will be the big day. Sunday we're going to have probably like a U4 style drag race across the rocks, and then we're going to have a long jump, and then we're going to wrap up with prizes, raffles, giveaways, all that wonderful stuff. So it should be cool. We're still working out the details of it, but this particular one, we are going to include your racing and your crawling into the ticket price. That was how they mentioned that they wanted to do this, just have it all one price for the weekend and all that. So a little bit different payment structure than what I had or what I was going to do here at Callahan. Callahan was going to be pretty much a la carte, but they want to do it a different way down there. And I'm like, they explained it. And I'm like, okay, let's go that way then. So I haven't seen the new Esquire Secure ESC. No, sir. My set 10 as a pre-run, trying to compete with the races. We'll be able to trade later in the future, even if it's worn out. Yeah, but you know, I want to use it, but I don't want to abuse it. If that makes any sense. Cash for RC next Saturday. I know Sean is going next Saturday. I might be available. I know this weekend I'm not going anywhere. I want to stay home. I just want to be home. So, but cash for RC, maybe. I've never seen a sour day though, or a sour day. Non-mod, success, instant pop and dead. Well, Ponky Kong, I can see that, you know. Yep, cash for RC. Cash for RC, it's a big swap meet, basically. I'm still not a fan of Outrunners. They're getting better, and I've yet to try it because I've just been so crazy. I put the new Vidavon ring and pinion into the Raminator. I was giving that a heck of a drive, and I broke something. I broke one of the outdrives in the diffs. But I will tell you this, it's running pretty good. I've already got some new ones ordered, and I believe it was the Taylor RC upgraded ones as well. But mine has the V2 or V3 axle, so it doesn't have the 12 millimeter stub axles in it. Looking at Markin, this weekend is Markin Park. So Markin Park, and then is it next weekend is DFD or something like that? The T is extra. Oh, so we hold an event up in Washington State. Came out with their new electric twin motor. Dude, Ponky, I know, I saw that. But dude, I'm telling you what, man. I can't see it needing anything more than the Max 4 560. I mean, that's plenty for that thing, man. Savage Outrunner powered remote electric starter. Now that's pretty neat, Nitro. Sour Day comes after Freddy? Yep, maybe. One, and John showed in the video, and now it has whole. Really? Now you did the update, or did you send it and get John? No, you. Okay, I need, because I've got one of them motors sitting over here, and I'm like, you know. Twin 12S Mad Max ESCs. Yeah, I tell you, truck is so powerful as it is with the Max 4 system. I just don't, I don't need it. I mean, I did get some backflips with it today as well. Yep, sure. You got to use metal drive shafts, buddy. 800. Nitro Pimp. I agree, dude. I mean, heck, in the bouncer, I've got literally the Max 5 G2 and the 1250. I've got the little motor in there. I believe you got the same setup in one of yours, and it's more than enough. Okay, so you did the update. Okay, I might need to try that update and do the fix on it. A cyclone spin on a raminator, a proper one. To get a proper one, you're really going to have to lock the diffs, really, because the diffs just open spin. I've tried the silicone earplugs. I've tried all that stuff, and it just doesn't make a difference really on that truck. KV Ghost. I do not have that motor. No, sir. Gear to drive shaft. On mine, I had the drive shaft right on the end of the motor. Yeah, Nitro Pimp, and it's fine, isn't it? Thing runs great. Hot glue those diffs. That hot glue ain't gonna hold in there, buddy. Way too much. I mean, just look. Hang on a second. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Do not redeem it. Why do you redeem it? Okay. I mean, look at this thing, man. And you got a diff that your cross gear is about this diameter. It's not going to do much at all. If the diff was 3 times the size, it would affect it. But this thing right here is just it's just crazy, you know? And I'm not, like, this is on my shoulder. I'm not holding it out in front of me or anything like that. So, it's a monster of a tire, dude. Basketball. Direct drive on the 110. A tire or a hat. It's a big tire, dude. 3,800 kV castration on 6S. And we'll turn more RPMs than that. I had a buddy that had the 3,100 kV rock motor, and he ran that on 6S in an e-buggy. It somehow survived until the rotor came apart. Emanator and Castle Cobra. Full valve inverted. Orlando. If I get the number I want, it goes. If not, I'm building it. Gotcha. You. I have jumped it over top of me, Clayton. Now, I have put a 7700 kV motor on 3S before. It didn't like it very much, but I did it. 6S. Well, yeah, it's only 930 kV. It should be fine on 6S. Number 23. Uh-oh. Max run-up in. First ticket tonight. Dude, heck yeah. Let me see where we're at here on all of that. I was too busy running my lips. Everybody. Alrighty. See what I got for other stuff. Yeah, keep in mind until midnight tonight, orders over $25 will get free shipping. So, see how all of that works. Back to you guys. No, Tommy, 5700s generally don't like it, but it's fun for a few seconds if you really hold it, you know. Ponky, I got one for you. When I did, it was either the 57 or the 7700. I put it in the TRX4. Okay, back when that was really a thing, right? And I had the vehicle sitting. The vehicle wasn't moving. When I popped the throttle, the wires jumped. Okay, I'm not making it up. The wires literally jumped when I hit the throttle. It wasn't the chassis in motion or any of that stuff. So the higher the KV, the more of a dead short the motor is. I mean, the more amps that the motor is going to need, and that's why you're popping the ESCs. Have you got that huge motor from Castle? Yes, I do. I've got that huge motor and the ESC in my Losi TLR 5B. Do I offer SCX6 inserts? I do. They're just kind of on the odd side, but I do make them, yes. MX Pro. All right. Hey, yes, sir, buddy. Can't win if you don't play. The Speed TRX4 era was great, man. I did 44 miles an hour in the parking lot, and then I hit the ditch. Why would you want to take a TRX4 and convert it to 6x6? Just get the 6x6 and you're done with it. You don't have to convert anything. Just get the 6x6. I know I make it sound easy, I know. What we've got here is failure to communicate. All right, so this is the 560 by Hobbywing. This is actually the 520 or also the 680 by Castle. Pretty big difference here. Massive torque. Not that this is weak by any means. I mean, this dude right here is an absolute beast. So, you know how they say the 2028 is a Coke can? Not really. Look at this. That's a full-size Pepsi can, by the way. Pepsi, because that's all Sean had in the fridge. But yeah, that's a beast right there. And this one over here, I really don't want this thing to crash down. So that would really be a soda can motor right there. And it is literally almost perfect. I tell you, dude, I was looking for a way to possibly put one of these in a crawler. The problem is going to be, I mean, the weight is one thing, but also finding a pinion gear with an 8mm bore. That'll be quite the challenge. That would be awesome. Dude. Find a way to put a drive shaft on that motor and then put like the Max 4 ESC. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Let me grab one of my spare Max 4s here. Then you put the Max 4 ESC on the back of it like that, and you're all set, dude. That looks like a winning combination right there, dude. That would be nuts. 8 to 5mm. It would log roll. Oh, we need batteries too. You think I can make that work on a little 850 milliamp battery? Let me see if I can find a battery. Hang on. All right, I need a battery. Don't need much. This'll work. All right, so we got this is the Basher battery by Gens Ace. 11,000 milliamp. It's only 4S. I'd probably need 2 of them in there. That would be pretty good. Oh my God. Weigh them the 520 and the 560. I don't have my weigh scale out here. It wouldn't surprise me if that printed chassis didn't snap right there. Dang. Woo! How about the body? Well, pretty bad. But I would like to fit, and I don't know how to do it. Maybe that adapter. I mean, something like this. This would turn a drive shaft directly into this, but then you're going to need 4-wheel drive. So then you would need 2 of these. So like you put one running to the rear axle and one running to the front axle. So you need 2 Max 5s, 2 of these. You know, they'd be running like this right here. So, I mean, that would be really interesting. A little bit much, though, you know. A little bit much. Center of gravity is like 10 feet tall there. Oh, okay. I have to check those out, Ponky. Total custom all-out Raminator custom crawler. Well, we kind of have that in the bouncers. You remember RC Sparks had the Castle 800 and Raminator. At one point had it in slow gear, but it was moving the rim. Oh yeah, I do remember all that. Yeah, 3D printed chassis for it. 520 would fit in a 6, except for that pesky axle. That darn axle. I don't know, vertically on the axle. Like stand them up. Yeah, that would really help my center of gravity out a lot. Even the cables are that crazy. Yeah. It is a bit on the nutty side. I would like to do it though. I mean, honestly, I think a 1650 would be by far the biggest you'd ever want to go. I want to do what K-Pops did to want K-Pops. You want K-Pops did? The moving FPV. Oh, you're talking about the head tracking FPV? That does look pretty cool, doesn't it? It really does. That really does. Do I have any plans to do a pre-order on the Trail X? As soon as I get the quote for the carbon rails, as soon as I get the final price for the axles, like I say, I've already got the motors, I've already got all that, and I still got to figure out the shocks on the darn thing, though. 800-ish bucks a Raminator as a roller. But I don't know. I've really got to get things finalized before I take money on this. 4 done with that. Let's check on tickets. You guys still checking on tickets? We got 27 minutes to go. First big silly monster truck failed hard. Just throw desert lizards on there. Everybody is using. I don't like desert lizard shocks. I've never been a fan of desert lizards. I mean, some people use them and just love them things. So I'm just like, meh. not really my thing, you know? So, but anyway, there are some out there. All right. Okay, just checking on all this wonderful stuff here. What is this one right here? Let me see. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Pre-order. Yeah, I just got to. I gotta make sure before I take anybody's money. I've got to make sure either I've got it in hand, or I know for a fact it's on its way. I don't want to take everybody's money, pre-order, and something happen, and all of a sudden now I got a massive refund to send out, you know, where I would have probably used that money to buy these parts and then some kind of an issue. That just creates more issue than it's worth. The problem is that when I release this truck, I've only got 25 of them. So I don't know if I should do, like, say 10 of them and then 10 and then 5 to try to spread it out, or just let them all go at once. Let me see here. I'm flipping the shocks on the Vertex 6 to give it more lower. You can do that. It's a minor thing. I mean, but when it comes to crawlers, all those minor things add up. So, shock rebuild parts tonight. Vanquish shocks, they're pretty bad at leaking. I mean, heck, these are doing just as good as the Vanquish shocks as far as leaking. I've only got 1 out of 4 that leaked on me. So that's probably better than the Vanquish shocks, in all honesty. Some cheap aluminum for stuff. Yeah. More Vanquish. You think about the flipping up. Yep. Shocks. What was that I had? Don't leave. The one set of Desert Lizard shocks I have don't leave, but they don't work good. Okay. Do a deposit as a pre-order. Man, if I was to take deposit right now, they'd probably be gone by the end of this live. I really feel the first 25 are going to be gone. And then I got to turn around everything that comes in. I've got to turn around and throw right back into it and try to get more stuff. So you were looking for a Carbon X RTR. Good transmission, great servos, great motor, great tires, built well for $1,200. Told him a custom enlightened paint job. Well, I mean, you can get everything and put it together yourself for a lot less than that, and then just get him to get you a body done. Reserve one. I swear I'll pay it. See, Andrew, I don't want to take your money, buddy. I know you want one. I know you. As it gets closer, put it this way. If you keep watching the lives, when I have all the parts, and like I say, I've got the motors in stock. I've got those. I've got to order a bunch of these tires. I've got the wheels in stock. So I am building my stock supply. Chassis has been sent out. There's a few things I want to adjust on the, well, the chassis is already done actually. I want to adjust some body mounts. It's hard to see, but see how I've got the front body mount tied into the chassis, the shock towers. The back one hanging out like that works just fine, but I don't like it. I want to tie this into this. I want to tie all this in, make it a nice solid piece. I also want to do a comp conversion, which will be like, say you want to put a pancake motor and comp this thing, because I'm not, from what I can tell in my test drive, this will eat a VRD's lunch easy. Not that I'm bragging. I like the VRD. I really like the VRD. Great truck. I really do. But I do feel this is on another level. Look at the bottom. The bottom has got long links. This is a Trail X. It's a trail truck with comp tendencies, put it that way. And it it performs. It really does good. The tires are excellent, by the way. And I will put the pink compound, the sticky compound on here for you as well. So you will be getting the best version of these tires. 0-1 right now on Red Cat Everest 10 shocks. You know, the Red Cat Ascent shocks are really good shocks. But I don't feel the comp style shock is best suited for this truck. I feel a good coilover shock for what this truck is meant for is the best for it out of the box. Now, when you guys get it, if you see, there's a lot of shock position adjustment on this thing, a lot of it. And that is there on purpose to allow you to run all kinds of setups. I don't want you to be limited on your shocks like most other RTRs are. Yeah, see what one of the bad boys are like. Let's go. Yes, sir, KK. At the beginning of the month. Well, November's coming up soon. Golly. I hope I get all this stuff in time. I really want it for this Christmas season, man. I really do. Georgia Rock Zombies, what's up, man? Dude, Georgia Rock Zombies, they just had their Holland Cross 7. The biggest one I have ever seen, man. That thing out, so many people there, everything was good. And in the video, like I say, if you guys are in the area and you know this event's coming, you got to make an effort to get out there. It is that awesome. Carbon next 1500. I'm gonna sign it for you, Marcus. How much is this chassis? I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting to get the quotes back on it. It will be carbon, by the way. How money you think a certain type of dancer? Kenneth, I know, right? I just don't want to take your money in case something happens. You know, then it's just a hassle all the way around. Because I mean, if all you guys gave me 10 grand to put these trucks together, I'm probably going to up my order. And if something happens, now I don't have the product, and I've got to come up with 10 grand to send to you. So I don't want to get into that possible situation. I'd rather do everything I can on the first one, sell them, and then move on and work my way up. I don't want to possibly go into debt. There's a very easy way to go into debt on this, by the way. Very easy. And I'm resisting. Wait, is the 1800 in there fast enough for the Trail X? 1800, change it. Well, right now it has a 23. I do have an 18 I'm going to put in it just to verify that. But yeah, I mean, it ran pretty good for me with a 23 in it. Maybe I'm busy making great nitros. I want to run nitro on Sunday. Build a VRD carbon. Bought through your link. Build an executioner. Then I built a Savage. I wanted to build another crawler. I understand. I mean, if you want a RTR, I mean, I've actually got a guy, I'm building a RTR Carbon X for him. Supposed to put the down payment on that. I've got to order Mias axles. I've got to order deluxe shocks, all that stuff like that again for him as well. But that's another 1500, you know, RTR ready to go. Tires. I think he was wanting these tires right here too. I got to get the final build list on him, spec'd out and everything. Gen 8 shock. Never had a dude. I like the Gen 8 shocks. I do. Everything is the SE version, not the old version of the Fusion. They don't make the 1800 you had in it. Good luck, Joe. Jam Bailey, Paul King, JRZ, with a total attendance. What is a good brushless crawler motor I should run on my RC Mini? If you can fit it, the Hobbywing Fusion Pro. I don't think you're going to be able to get the Fusion Elite anytime soon, but maybe they'll get them back in quicker than what I'm thinking. Hopefully. Well, Nitro, through the website, I can get a pretty good chunk of money, and all they do is like a $200 a month, you know, but then it's like 10% of the daily sales. the way it's going now, I could probably pay that off in like 4 months. So, but I mean, it's there, and the interest is like very minimal, really low interest. But I just I'm trying my best to avoid that. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved in that. I have enough carbon nexus. Yeah, you got like 6 of them, don't you? Tommy Tyson, tonight is a Carbon X chassis kit with links. Here's where I do not work well from. Really? Now you're in Louisiana? I've yet to see a place where they didn't work well, but I'm obviously not in there. Tom Lucas, Crawlers 91. I just got here. Is that the RT on your left or the axles regular 10-2? The axles are going to be almost Capra width. Okay. Oh no, I'll never do a credit card loan. No way. That's way too much. But they come with these wheels and tires so you can narrow them up. The rear of this can actually be as narrow as a 10-3, except all your portals would be covered. So that's kind of a big deal. The double jointed Mias Capra axles, they will be the cheat codes. So the fronts will be 223 hex to hex. The rear will be 218 hex to hex. If your axles turn tighter to the left, then you need to adjust your endpoints on your steering. I got 5. There's also a solid economy option. Yes, Ponky. Yes, that's why I'm doing it. That's why I've got the box full of them over there. I think I ordered 28 of them or something like that. And a couple of PayPal business loans. Spending a cheap rate ends up being a write-off in it. True, it is a write-off, but you know, it's not something man, they make it seem so easy, and it's like if I go through here to get this, it would probably be in my account tomorrow. I just don't, I'm just trying to avoid that. So we have 14 minutes left to go here. 14 minutes left to go on the prize for tonight. How about that? Let's see, how many tickets have sold so far? Today is the 21st. Where are we at? September, August, September 21st. Let me see. We'll go down to here. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. All right, so we have 53 tickets have been sold so far. So 53 have been sold. Odds are still good. Odds are still really good for you guys. So, let's see. I'm going to verify this again. All right, let me see here. I'm looking on here. Number 19. Okay, right there it is, right there, yeah. Oh, I had the date on that one wrong. But anyway, I got everybody up here. So everybody's getting your numbers and all that stuff like that. What about Raffle on one of the 18th scales next week? Something different. I know, dude. I know. I need to do something. It's just the way everything is going right now. I do have the HPI Adventure 18 trail trucks, the Toyotas. Those are really nice. What's it for? Carbon X. Yep, overboard. Carbon X chassis kit. All right. So IFS is hard to design. Yes, and get it correct. Yeah. Did I get the new HPI comp crawler? Yes. Right here. Whoop. Also got that Method trophy truck. Oh yeah, that Method Baja Ray. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, this little dude right here is pretty awesome. This weekend we have a mini night, so I may actually comp this little guy. That's either this or the Red Cat one. I think I want to put this. I want to put these wheels and tires on the Red Cat to narrow it up and see how that works. But this dude actually right here does really good on side hills. Really impressive with this. Launching a raffle when I hit 500 subs. Okay. Even though I'm not into minis. Minis aren't really my thing either, but this actually performs pretty darn good. It's kind of hard to see, but remember when we mentioned about the Hobbywing system being redone? Well, this is the HPI version. Tiny little guy, but what I do like about this, XT30 battery plugs. That is actually pretty nice. I was happy to see that. The little Outrunner does pretty good. So I got to get the Hobbywing larger version Outrunner put in something too. I really want to see how that's going to drive. So I'll go find a truck over there or something to make that work. So there you go. How about that? I knew it was going. I saw it move. Don't you do it. I don't want it to roll backwards. There we go. You know, I was too, but it seems to work. Is it better than the Apex? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's different in that you can disconnect the rear drive. It doesn't have a lock feature on the back, so it's not like a real dig, but it is really neat to drive like that. And 1.4 screws. Yeah, dude. Some of them screws are crazy. You guys got a 1.2, 1.4, and 1.6, don't you? The portals, if they have that worm gear, it does take a lot to turn that. And it's just by design. I mean, you're really slipping a gear crazy. Apex has way more steering. Apex turns way crazy turn. Yes, it does. So I'm kind of thinking of putting these tires on it, or leave the Apex front so you don't have to worry about anything getting there. Did I film the tug of war at Haul and Crawl? Yes, I did. It's in my editor, but I have not had a chance to edit much of it right now. But yes, I did film some tug of war. Oh, man. Let me see here. How are we doing on all this stuff tonight? All right, let me see here. Are we really that one? Let me see here. Get this to go. There we go. I'm just checking everything, seeing how it's doing. All right, we've got 65 tickets so far. And we are doing pretty decent. You guys got 8 minutes to check out. So I'm looking at quite a few people on the website right now. They better hurry up. Yeah, if they're getting tickets, they better hurry up and get that done, because it will be shut off at 8 o'clock. How about 8:01? Tell you a price. What do you guys think? I mean, that truck brand new is close to 15 grand. So, I mean, I'm probably thinking maybe 8,000 should get it, right? Oh, man. Good channel. Oh, good channel wasn't hijacked. Thought it was, and thumbnail with Beavis and Butthead. Oh, dude, you like that? I was looking for a thumbnail. I'm like, dude, I got this on my channel. I'm like, boom, pop it up there. I mean, dude, old Beavis and Butthead are so funny. Did you see the one where Beavis had the peanut allergy? Dude, That was hilarious. Wheel tire set work on my go. You probably can test E. coli. Test E. coli. Oh, yes, I got you. You can, but the problem is they won't hold your weight. They'll just mash down and have a lot of rolling resistance. So unless you can solid these things up, it is not going to work for you very well. I am the great Cornholio who would buy a shock that never leaked. I would love for this thing to have shocks that don't leak. I want you to get this and not have to modify it to drive. Put it that way. Everyone just got home from crawling double time. Ooh, crawling double time. Yes, sir. All right, we got 6 minutes left to go on the prize for tonight. 6 whole minutes. The heck. Check on these. Are these available yet? Like everybody? Are they available, everybody? I mean, if they are, cool. If not, I could put this on the raffle for next Tuesday. That would actually be pretty cool. So they're not available yet, huh? When are they available? Still pre-order, really? So this will be a really good raffle next Tuesday, huh? Woo! I guess I'll have to keep it. It's not really scratched. I mean, it's literally only been driven on the rocks on this table. That's it. Next spring? Really? I wonder if he'd get mad at me if I did that. Really? Do not show. Well, I mean, it's only got maybe a few little dings on it. I mean, it's really not that much to it. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? To see if I got the paper and all that. Right? Can't release. Now, Axial released 2 of their SCX30s at Proline, but they're kind of like, owners of it. I have to check and verify if I can do that. If I can verify that, then I will. If he says no, then I guess I'll hang on to it till the time's right. Robert IMR, you got one? All right, so we got 4 minutes to go. 4 whole minutes. Let's see what we got here. 4 minutes. 4. Let's see here. All right, so you guys are checking out. Let's see here where we're at on tickets for this thing. Oh, get this to refresh. Looks like 75 tickets so far. So do the Avenger 18 Toyota. I've got that. Yeah. Kenneth, I mean, it is too small. I might run it. At the mini night here locally. So I do want to put these tires on the Apex, though, just to try it. Oh, Orlando Hunters, yes. Like this right here. I've got this little guy. This is actually full proportional everything. It's pretty neat. Depends on the woman. Okay. Most women, yes. There are some out there that would barely make the suspension move. Oh my God. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my goodness. We're going to leave that one be. Oh man. All right. So we are about to wrap up the drawing here. My six will turn into a rat rod, full Orlando Tundra. Okay. All right. Restart settings. I have to see. Call it a speed bump. Or ant bite. Ant bite right there. All right, let's see where we're at here. We got 7:59 showing on my computer. So, excuse me. So we're about to wrap this up. So this is going to show 8 o'clock, and then historically, I cut the sales off right at 8:01 sharp. This way, there's no I was on there at 8 o'clock or any of that junk. So I'm going to click the products, going to click Carbon X, and all the way down. And I am on the button here to turn this thing to draft. We will see. 1 minute countdown. Where do I get aluminum parts from? Wherever I need to get them from. I mean, Vidavon, Scale Metal Supplies, store. I mean, all over the place. Get them from all over the place. It is time. All right. As soon as I see this thing say 8:01, because that's what I do, I let it go to 8:01 and then I shut it off. Then we're going to sit here and talk for a minute or two, make sure there's nothing coming through late, because I don't want to miss a number or something like that. I want to make sure everybody's got their number, make sure the system isn't lagging like it was a few weeks ago. There we go. It is over at this point right here. So there we are. Looks like everybody is all set here. Let's see if it moved from the 75. Looks like we are at 75 tickets for this one. That is what it's looking like. So I'm going to go back over to this right here. Let this load up. I want to make sure. Yes. Why is that out of order there? Oh, I know what I did. But yeah, we got 75 here. So hopefully everybody is taken care of and done. All right. Doesn't matter. It is over with. It's all said and done. Get my Carbon X, Shenzhen, Guangdong products, frame rails on the fly. Ugh, burping. Enchiladas and RC cola. I still need to get an RC cola. I haven't had one of those in forever. Typically, like the nice stuff comes from Vidavon for the most part. Friend on Facebook. Oh, speaking of carbon plates, scale wheel scale. He's gonna be making some carbon wheel faces for those Amazon wheels, special made for me. I'll have them on the website once we get our stuff figured out and all that. So, all right, one last refresh just to be sure. I don't want to miss anybody, but it looks like we are done completely. Yes. All right, we are done. 75 is what I got. My stuff. Did I get a chance to order your stuff? I'm not sure of your screen name. Oh, y'all talking actual engines. Okay, yeah. All right, 75. Let me set this up for 75. Oh, Trey. Okay. We start. Okay, there is 75 on the wheel. I'll have to get back with you. 75 on the wheel right there. So are we ready? Let's see. We're gonna give it the old spin-a-rooney. Oh goodness. There we go. Let's see who wins it. And I'm gonna put my email address up and all there. Show was awesome. Meet you and hang out. Rocks last weekend. Yes, sir, Jakes. Spin. Let's see what number pops up here. 15. Who had lucky number 15? Are you still on here? Who has lucky number 15? I'm awaiting. Yep, get that like, everybody. Really, Kelly, you got it? No way. All right, Kelly got that one. Nice, okay. All right, Kelly, you already have all my information, so you'll just have to give me a call or a message and let me know your build plans for this, and I will get you set up. And if you guys happen to be coming up here this weekend, I don't even have to ship. But if I have to ship, it'll go out tomorrow or possibly the next day, depending on your build plans. So that is actually pretty darn awesome. Okay. Dude, Kelly gets lucky a lot on these raffles, you know? I mean, oh, Kelly, you should put that hard body you won at Haul and Crawl on this to make a scale version. 11 tickets. Marcus, you'd be better off just simply buying the truck, you know, versus buying the tickets at this point. Ah, sweet. I don't have to ship. 8 p.m. anybody but Marcus. Oh my God. Oh, you had 16. Yeah, I remember you said you did it. All right. So, all right. So yeah, message me and let me know what your build plans are. So, all right. So now that we're done with the feature of the night here, let's do some tech talk. Ask me. Ooh, let's do an AMA. Ask me anything. I will try to rapid fire answers for you. So let's do this. This is your first win here, isn't it, Kelly? Now entertain us. Yeah, let's do an AMA. I've never done an AMA, even though like every Tuesday is almost AMA anyway. Hammer. All right, so let me see what you got. I'm waiting. Why is that Reese banner so small? I don't know. That was the final prize. And they called me. I'm like, I got the banner. I don't know. I've got a larger one. I do not know why that banner is so small. Best solder? Man, I just get whatever I can off of Amazon. I shop a lot with Amazon. I've got a little spool of it. I buy it by the pound. Just whatever 60-40 rosin core. Are capacitor packs obsolete? It depends on what you're doing, really. Real big amps, the drag racers, they need that. So, I don't think they're obsolete. It's just they're not needed as much as they used to be needed. Why Reese over NSDRC? Self-explanatory. Reef is it. What is the best 6x6 axle to buy? If you're looking at 110, you got to go TRX4 or TRX6. That's it. What's needed to put a Fusion 8 into a Helimon? Just a little patience. It goes right in. It's very close though, but it goes right in. Your favorite 24-18 scale platform? I got to go with the Apex on that. 6x6 and Traxxas or Cross. I don't think there's anything about RC four-wheel drive I'd ever want other than one of the bodies. What's wrong with NSDRC? I will tell you guys. When he first started, he burnt up a raw 500. Damaged it, overheated it, and then did a video on his channel at the time. This was a few years ago. And then did that to make his servo look good. And I have seen the text messages. I have seen the messages back and forth between him and somebody else bragging about doing that. So I have seen the text messages and all that. So I'm just not going to deal with that guy. Now, I will tell you this. As I go to events, I do see that he supports a lot of events that I go to. So his products are there, supports, he sponsors, he sends all that stuff. So that is phenomenal. That's awesome that he's participating. But I just don't want to deal with the dishonesty that I saw previously. So that's just my own personal preference. Why is a Capra forward spear more expensive than a Helimon? The Capra is more expensive than the Helimon? I haven't priced them out in a while. What SCX10 servo should I buy? Something at least 500 ounces. I make my multi-axle trucks by mounting a transfer case between the paired axles, so no need to pass through a shaft from the axle. That's pretty cool. Best Mias axles for non-comp rig, standard, or cheat code. Get the cheat codes. They've got the most up-to-date axle shafts and design, caster, all of that wonderful stuff. Go ahead and get the cheat codes. Dude, Tom Lucas. So at Proline, let me tell you guys a story here. I do not know why a Dirty Thirds, but it's always a match like that. It always is. And dude, I've had really good luck out of the Animos. I mean, I hope not, but this thing may come with an Animos in it. I've had some 25 kg Animos servo that lasted forever. I mean, really took a lot of abuse. How good is the Reese servo winch? It'll cut you to the bone. That I know. Boom Racing. I was there at Proline, right? I go in. They have this tool that, because I've been using the negative G for all the rod ends and stuff like that. They have one that has a lever in there, a really nice one. That's what caught my eye. So I'm looking at the tool, and I'm like, man, I want to get that, but it only comes in their big tool pack. When he says $50, that's what I heard, $50. And then the guy on the other side of the table goes, oh man, he knows quality. Yes, he does. And I'm sitting there, I'm kind of thinking, like, what did I just agree to? No, $250. And after this guy done and talked me up, like I know quality, I'm like, I couldn't back out. I legit paid $250 for some hex wrenches and a really nice set of pliers. Now, when they come in, obviously I want to show them, you know, but I really hope they're that good. I also bought some MIP stuff as well while I was there. So, but yeah, I did. I really did. It's a nice little package, so I can take it with me on trips and stuff like that. So, yeah, I will make use of them. Working Capra build, my first crawler so far. I put a revolver, 1950, 11 tooth, direct power servo, 30 weight oil, Holmes Crawlmaster HV, and 2.2 tusks, and still not getting the performance. The problem is probably going to be the 2.2 tusks. Way too large for that. You really should stay with the 475, as the vehicle itself will handle that better. And also, I did not see where you mess with the suspension. The number one thing to do to the Capra is to control the suspension. You've got to get it lower. Now, do you have the newest one? The newest four-wheel steer one? They really made some good improvements on that one as far as suspension out of the box. But you've got to control the suspension before anything else. Once you get that done, the Capra will crawl. So I'm kind of curious. Oh, man. Punk, yeah. Oh, they did. And Dirty Thirds, they did not. They did not. They kind of, oh my, I'm all right. No. Fusion Pro into the Capra, maybe a trans swap. The Fusion Pro, I'm not sure if they may have changed it on the newest Capra, but the Pro was too long to fit in between the links. As soon as the Elites become more common, that will be the way to go, because it'll fit everything almost. Yeah, Marcus, I spent probably about $100 in MIP tools. Okay, so you got the newest one. They did make some good improvements in the suspension on that. So, but really, the large tires are throwing your center of gravity just way off. Plus, they're messing up your gear ratios. They have a larger rollout. Rollout being this tire here rolls all the way over to here on one rotation, right? As where a small tire rolls here. Okay, rollout. That's a big difference on there, and you're really really messing up the performance with the large tires on it, honestly. Yeah, so Nitro Pimp, when I get everything here, I'll be using them. I did notice, like, the cheap ends that I generally use, they stick the bolts. You gotta break the darn bolt off of it, though MIP's ones did not. So I'm hoping for that kind of level of quality for this one as well. And it stretched to 13.8. Okay, stretching it to 13.8 does help with the larger tires. So that helps a lot that you did that. Still though, I mean, that's a huge tire. That's a 575 tire you've got on that thing. Is that correct? I'm not even sure if I've got any more of those on there, Clayton. That's a lot for it to hopefully there's good at hip. Hip to be square. What are good comp axles? Man, you can spend as little as 170 to get your set of Mias, like what I've got on here, or you can spend a fortune and buy deluxe and stuff like that. Mike Rainey, you made it. Yes, you did. You see, you recommended last Saturday as a game changer. Jakes, dude, it is a good one, isn't it? Like the element rod ends, using buck converters with capacitor from a BEC. I'm not sure I've ever heard of that one. So you got the 525. So, okay, Mason. Is it just like it's going too fast? You said you put an outrunner on there, correct? Are you having issue when it starts up and it goes into drive mode? There's a startup sine wave to start the motor, and when you reach a certain point, it switches over to a drive mode. Are you having issues right in there? Because sometimes when it switches over, you can have a cog or, you know, a jump or something like that. Is that what you're having? Nitro Pimp, buddy, I'll never have a snap-on. I used a 1/2-inch wrench one time from Snap-on, and it turned fine. I mean, it moved the nut just fine. It did almost as good as my Husky. Wideners are one of those things I would rather not do because of the tire scrub and then the load on the servos and all that. Good, cheap, mini ESC and receiver. I don't do much of minis, buddy. I don't do much on the minis. If I was running an electric rig that drew more than the ESC's BEC could handle, I just feed the electronics off a separate 2F life battery. We'll do a nitro rig. Well, yeah, direct power servos and stuff, yeah. 90mm shocks, longer wheelbase, and 525. Well, Pro Raptor, I think he's got all of that, buddy. I mean, from what he's been posting about the way he's got it built, it seems like he's got it built pretty darn good. I'm just trying to figure out what it might be, trying to narrow down what it could be, you know? Testicle, yes. Good point. 2S Life RX pack will push more amps than the cabling can handle if the load asks. You understand electricity, current, and voltage, don't you? Good job. The only opening wrenches I've had cam out. Cam out. You're talking about spread? I've got 120 no springs on my SCX10 Hobby Wing Mini. Can I order Carbon X battery trays without ordering the skid? Yes, you can. Do me a favor. If you want to order a different battery tray, order it for the Executioner and just put in the notes, I need this for the Carbon X. I do need to get in there and price out every individual piece. I really do. But yeah, just put it for the Executioner and just put the note in there that it's for the Carbon X, or send me an email with your order number. I mean, they'll be the same price anyway. So I feel like there's just stuff that it won't crawl up, but it seems like it should. No cognitive profile to match the motor. It feels smooth. Is it possible you're just asking too much from the platform? I mean, you take the most incredible truck ever created, it's not going to climb a vertical wall. I mean, there are limits to every vehicle out there. The Carbon X is so good it never needs a winch on anything. And I've actually had it crawling on the backside of the moon before, and it's stuck. Didn't even spin a tire. But there are limits. Like if you try to drive it on the surface of the sun, the printed stuff is probably going to melt. I mean, there are limits. Maybe you're just going a little bit too far with it. I mean, and then driving ability, you might can use momentum to help you out a little bit, different ways. I buy power torque tools from O'Reilly. I put them against your strap-on tools. Good one, dude. Been wrenching for a living 52 years. Man, I was a mechanic at King Edward Cigars for 25. Been wrenching on things since I was 9. Man, I'd much rather wrench on these in the comfort of a chair and a table and the air conditioning than be outside on that stuff anymore at this point. Fusion Maxo CJ recently, if I turn the transmitter off, the truck still creeps along. Okay, what it is on the receiver, there is a fail-safe, okay? And that fail-safe may be activating. If you lose signal, sometimes the receivers will go into a brake mode, which in a crawler, that puts it into a reverse. So, and that may be what you're experiencing there. I got the bolt loose with power torque wrench. So it's my snap on the I see 4 and 540 works good for being brushed. It's a decent motor. I have a high ratio transmission and people don't like so much. Well, Ponky, on the newest ones, like what he has, they kind of fixed that issue. So it's not like the original ones. It actually has a nice ratio. I want to say stock form 45, 46 to 1, as where the other one was in the 30s. So they changed the ratios on the newest ones. My executions has crawled a standing grizzly bear. I believe that, Nitro Pimp. What you got to do, if you get them tire lugs to wrap around that wiry hair, it actually acts like little winches, and it will find traction. Yes, I believe that 100%. What should you use to sell Japanese-made gold-plated 35-turn brush motors with a light in the back? Really? I've never seen that one before. I like the divorce transfer case on my red cap. Until you break the center drive shaft. Are you still printing it? Or are you started using a P? I'm still on the PLACF. What did you miss? AZ Arizona Desert Rider? Pretty much everything. Nylon to print. I've done some nylon, and man, dude, the heat off of that stuff is just crazy. Justin Noble, I saw you. You posted something. Oh, the Lawless does not climb vertical walls. I tried. Maybe you're right. Look at your video, mate. Shock oil and pin spring mod. I haven't messed with the shocks. I mean, the stock shocks on the newest ones aren't bad. They really controlled the suspension way better than the original one. Put it that way. We had a comp out here, and I had an original Capra, brand new out of the box. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna see if I can run. Dude, I quit my own comp. I quit. It was so bad. And this was before Executioners ever existed. So, dude, I quit the comp. I'm like, I'm done. Put it on the table. I quit. It was that bad. Oh, man, was it bad. Did every Ion but me win again? Yes. Got showing up late, brought notes of excuse. Y'all got free trucks from the wall. Joe went nuts. Assuming a Tonka Jeepster does TOT qualify? Maybe, yes. Making 130mm crawler shocks. Many wheels, why? Capra makes a better monster truck than other axles. The Capra axles have a lot of flex to them. When you start putting torque on them, they flex real bad. So I'm not so sure about that. And I did buy a ticket already. Okay. And then driving home and then playing with my kid. 98mm shocks will perform better on an SCX 10. Okay. Sounds good to me. So, ooh, did I catch up to the comments, or is it lagging bad now? Let me see here. Did I catch up, or is it just that bad? Let me see. Now, keep in mind that on the website, ground shipping is free until midnight tonight. Just so you know. So we got that. Get all of this up through here. All right. One Advantage Plus one. That was a weird one. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the website right now. What's a cool car to build for bashing and rally, not drift? Dude, I will tell you right now, Ponky Kong, I don't have one out here. Our Larlo XT10 X10 rally car is amazing. It really is. And the newer one, the 1/12 version, is equally awesome, man. Our Larlo, weird name. I get it, but dude, they got some really nice stuff. They really do. How do I feel about SX adapted to the Vertex 6? Alvario, buddy, in the world of crawlers, you can do just about anything. Whether it's smart or not, who knows? As long as you like what you've built, and if it's performing like what you think it should, you know what? Sounds good to me. Ketchup. Dude. ketchup on scrambled eggs. It's actually pretty decent. Testing your Vortex 6 Red Cat, Holland Crawl, Dylan, the guy who bought some good for you. Yep. River Cat Outdoor. Dude, that thing drives so good, doesn't it? I'm going to make some pro codes for those wheels and tires, though. I kind of want to try the pro code in there. SJ Racing. No, sir, you did not. Let's lead it by Nitro Pimp. Ooh. What did Mini Wheels Real Deals say? According to what Annie says, it's like an honorable thing in China. It just sounds really weird here. Clayton, you could legit kill an adamantium ball with a rubber mallet, okay? Any news on my RTR? I'm constantly ordering stuff for it. Don't worry. It's coming. I was on my way listening to the baby babble talk. Oh, man. Justin, that's worth its weight in gold, isn't it? Man, cherish those times, buddy. Cherish those times. That's awesome. Whenever I'm at my families and I see my grandkids, man, it's just such a great time. It really is. Because that time will never happen again. Jake's, yeah. Me and J Concepts had the Vertexes. I think, was there somebody else out there driving though? I was just kind of loaning mine out, you know. Take it for a drive. Have you tried salsa on? I have not tried salsa on scrambled eggs. Wow, Nitro still has 2 left. Bonky Kong, really? One has to go. Team Associated or HPI? One of them has been gone like 15 times. Now it'll be HPI. Team Associated is a legacy brand, really. If they were to disappear now, I don't know, dude. I don't want to jinx either of those companies. Say SJ Racing. I'm not going to jinx either one. When are you guys were down here and Clayton wanted to run his nitro buggy? There's anything wrong with it? I chickened. Okay, you chickened out on the nitro buggy? Salsa on eggs. I've not tried that. Okay. Cholula. All right. Bacon. Yes, bacon. Currently, or HPI in the past. HPI in the past. Dude, HPI in the past was absolutely phenomenal, man. They had great buggies. The Savage truck, which was absolutely fantastic. HPI was a serious force to be reckoned with in its past. Now it's like they're trying to make a comeback. And honestly, they keep doing quality like this. I think they have a chance. This is a nice truck. I want Clayton to break it. Oh, Nitro. Yeah, Clayton can break it. It's good. Meatballs wrapped in a hard-boiled egg. Oh, no, dude. Clayton. Dude, when you come back here, wrapped in a hard-boiled... You mean a hard-boiled egg wrapped in the meatball? Yeah, the wife cooked that, didn't she? Thing's awesome, isn't it? Man. You're like dipping your nuggets in your Frosty. SJ Racing. Okay. I can see that. 3 new Nitros next. Nitro, I hope they do. I hope they release the Nitros or whatever it is, and I hope they get back on track, man. I really do. When I was looking at monster trucks way back in the day, the HPI Nitro, I saw a video on YouTube and they were hitting this jump, doing double and triple backflips. Dude, I almost bought a Nitro Savage. Almost. Beans and eggs, sauerkraut, hot dogs. I'm not a big fan of sauerkraut. Re-release it in RS4MT. I saw where they're going to re-release the King Monster truck, Monster King truck, Lackey King, something like that. The other monster truck. Following Savage was amazing. My new HPI Mini Bronco. Clayton, it had a broken arm when I got it. No, it wouldn't surprise me, Nitro Pimp. Somebody took it off the big ramp out there. Funhaver is their brand name for bashers. Funhaver? That's like Boomhauer or something, you know? Isn't Boomhauer the one that talks really, really bad, like worse than me? HPI Funhavers. I think I remember seeing that name on this, and I thought it was just a misprint. Funhaver, okay. That's interesting. I'm supposed to have a Savage Builders kit. Yes, that. Joe, after me, sent out frustration. Man, that thing was running so good. I took the idle throttle screw thingy out to make it run really well. Revision and a comeback. If they change it to where it doesn't completely annihilate, I did the LEM bulkheads in mine. And dude, every 3 runs, I was changing pinion bearings. And with that twin vertical plate design, it was a pain to get to these things. I'm like, and then Sean showed up with an X-Max. I'm like, oh, that's on. And then the Savage just went away. Gene likes dog treats. The chewy ones or the hard ones? XRT form. Dude, what about like a Savage XL? I know they had the XL one before, the long wheelbase one. But like actually come up with a Savage the size of the Next Max. But keep the beefiness and all that. That would be phenomenal, wouldn't it? Oh, the raffle's done, buddy. AZ, it's been done for like 35 minutes. Oh, yeah. I remember when Sean showed up with one, I'm like, oh, my God. It was the 6S one, and they would break ring gears just sitting on a table. This is 1/7 scale truck with a Funhaver name on it. Okay. Funhaver. I'll have to mess with that. I don't do much with FMS. Man, somebody's hitting all the little emoticons or something. That's pretty cool, I guess. All right, so are you guys going to be done with me now? A new release X-Max pre-order in 215. Yeah, it was about when it came out, I think it was. Yeah, FMS does. I sunt hearts. Okay. RC 4 corner scales for larger scale crawler, but making do of 4 small. Dude, all I've got is the little bitty one. That's all I've got, man. But I don't really mess with the larger scale stuff. Oh, I got another 6S short course truck on the way, supposedly. If that ever gets here, that'll be interesting. I've got tomorrow. All right. Let's see on Bronco. I haven't messed with that one. What a Mias Gold Rush at 8 week points. All right, Jake's. The Mias Gold Rush is actually pretty good. Go on the website and order my chassis sliders for it. You're going to want that. If you got the Mias axles to go with it, go ahead and pick up a diff slider or a drag axle slider. You'll want these right here, this right here, and then go run and enjoy the truck. Techno SE6. Well, I've got the Max Slash. I've got the Team Coralie. Yeah, maybe a third one. Tommy Tyson, workforce truck. Yeah. So where is my Fusion Elite? You gotta hook up with them people. Dude, I've only got one Fusion Elite in the box, and that one's already been paid for. It quite possibly may be the first Fusion Elite in Canada. Yes. Literally, I'm gonna tempt you guys, really mess you guys up. It's already sold, guys. Sorry. Brand new Fusion Elite. Man, I could probably do a full new raffle for this thing right here, man. Dude, I could probably get 1,000 tickets sold. Man, for this little dude right here. This is going out to Clayton. So that's Clayton's right there. A Baconator? That'd be one expensive Baconator. So now right here is the 10BL80. And this, I haven't tried these yet. I gotta get these put into something. Yes, you're also getting the Furatech. Give me a date when the next shipment is coming. Yeah, I'm not sure when it's going to happen. Yes, I've got your Furatech sitting in there, buddy. Yeah, I bet you I could sell a lot of tickets for this guy. I should have bought more while I was at Proline. I should have bought more. Just to know, even if it's Clayton. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, guys. Well, look, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll take it tomorrow, Clayton. No Fusion for you. Should I open it up and like? Nah, I'll leave it alone. I'll keep it sealed. He's the best under desk. And that Elite, as long as the Baja Ray stays on the shelf. It's still sitting there collecting dust. All right, Nitro Pimp, have a good one. Put a big scratch on it. Okay, yeah, BLS, yeah, see. Yeah, I need to get this put in something. I really do. Hopefully they've got their own software in here and it's actually gets the job done. I hope. Right here, let me see if I can find. Dude, I found some scissors. All right, guys, catch y'all later. I'm gonna get this put in something and give this a drive tomorrow. I got to get the Raminator video finished up, and I bought this at Proline as well. Decent little motor. Notice how they got the QR codes on them now, so you can just scan that. XE and Mad Max. Let's see here. If you need help with the Homes 2-in-1 firmware, I might need some help with that, dude. I might need some help. I'm assuming he showed it in one of his videos, how to do the update on that. Let's see how this is set up here. All right, XT60, little bitty. Dude, I wonder what I should put this in. I got plenty of trucks up there. Interesting. All right, guys. I'll catch y'all later. We wrap this up and start doing an install on this and get all this stuff done. It comes with a little fan too. Okay, you guys have a great day, and I am out of here. Got to get back to work. Woo.